not Clint. They want DPS.
And if you look at the here he goes. Rafaela finally comes out. We already seen it on the MLBB grand final where Rafaela can counter a lot of slow CC heroes.
From Yves.
Yeah, from Yves. That's why they're gonna use Rafaela, and it's a tough draft. It's a tough match from the draft itself.
But if you had to choose, guys.
For me, on the early game, I think TLID can control the game, but if they cannot control the early game, BTR gonna win the first game.
Honestly, that Rafaela pick convinced me. Bigetron taking game 1.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, 2 debut picks for the first game here in the lower bracket finals. We're now gonna throw it over to our casters for game number 1.
There is no gray here. It's black and white. It's M6 or home. It's now or never for these two teams. Nothing.
5 seconds
There's
till the
nothing
enemy
they could-
reaches the battlefield. Smash
El
them.
Dorado Dome. Like you said, Sheffin, there's nothing they could do better to make it to this stage, to go forward. They just gotta do it. They just gotta show to the world who's better. Rafaela convinced Gani. The Ixia convinced Colias. What about you, Mr. Realize, man?
I said it in the drafting phase that there will be a possibility where the Rafaela could be brought up because, you know, Jeffin mentioned that the Rafaela hasn't been played in the playoffs, but I think there is an angle where Key would be able to utilize the Rafaela because of the slows coming in from the backline of Team Liquid ID, you know, the Bane, and again, the Yves that can always control and create that space for Super Luke if he wants to jump into the backline. But speaking of the emblems, there is nothing that is too particular, but the War Cry on the Valentina, maybe he wants to get the stacks going. The basic attacks, we talked about Moreno, he has been able to build the Stardom site, and now he goes for the War Cry as well. That's one thing that is kind of interesting to see from Moreno.
Super Ken with the speed of Alpha already locking Fabian down. The guy win not there. Fabian will fall, and Super Ken collects first blood.
It's a battle of disengage. It's a battle of kiting. And this time around, BTR dealt the first blow.
Yeah, they did. Super Ken's power spike right there with the Spear of Alpha. He was able to get the kill towards that one player, which was Fabian, and this kind of slows down the Bane, but the Bane will, of course, bank the late game. Now, talking about the Ixia pick, I feel like Bigetron, they don't have any, you know, hard-locking backline dive, but Super Ken!
Fear of Alpha to the back, Witty's gonna be caught, forced to flicker out. Key now walking up, looking for the stacks down again. Super Ken diving deep, Key finds the kill early on. It's 2-0 to BTR.
They kept on going. Key with the Rafaela, of course, negates the slows, and this is going to be pretty scary now for Team Liquid ID, but again, still, minute number 2, Turtle on the menu.
Aran very low, Super Luke not level 4 just yet. Deadly Cat's gonna be used up right now as Key goes for it, but Fabian will win the retreat battle. Moreno walking forward, Iman with the entropy, but a guiding win helps him to escape. No retribution on Fabian, he might have to lose out this purple buff, and that he does. Super Ken should be able to take this. He has kill, unable to compete with the retribution.
Bigetron Alpha.
This first item for Aaron Shiki, something to look for TLID, and now second total fight. 4 people already.
Super Luke finding 2, now the real revelation from Moreno, but it's gonna be the full barrage as well. Fabian winning the retreat battle. Moreno gonna be caught very, very low. Witty with a circling eagle knocks him up, but he's still gonna be able to survive with the holy healing. Iman rotating over, got enough damage to take them down. Key, no mana, and it is gonna be TLID with a team fight Turtle win.
Super.
I'm thinking of maybe Moreno who will really become a menace when the game progresses, because he will be the one who will probably catch out on Shiki and burst the resources of the TLID in a Turtle fight.
Still gonna be claimed right there. Super Luke jumps in the midst of it all. Now it's gonna be the real world manipulation popped in by a Hezkiel. Caught in the holy baptism. TLID decide there's nothing to fight for. We've lost Aran, we've lost the Turtle, but BTR on the other hand will try to look for more. In the mid lane, popping entropy already, but the full barrage will surely force them back. A deadly catch stolen from Moreno.
Ooh.
And that will be it.
Okay, right over there, the brute force breastplate purchased by Fabian just to give him that extra bit of defense. And now the deadly catch was topside.
That's the strength of the Bane. Aaron is left alone though. Dealing some damage. Moreno walking forward. The holy baptism will find him. But now the full barrage from Aaron Cheke. Moreno pops in the real world manipulation, and it is not enough to take him down. This man on the Ixia. Him on the bottom lane gets a tier 2, so at least it's a trade, but definitely not worth it.
Gunner for Team Liquid ID, but now they have Prio on the Lord. I feel like the Bigetron Alpha, they can find it here, but talking about the Lord, TLID has that shred potential to take it down quickly. But the Natan is close by, and this might be a huge make or break fight.
Circling Ego to Glorious Pathway. Superken forcing it right
The Lord.
here in the midst of it all. Fabian will be able to find
The
Ego.
Lord.
Superken wins it out. Moreno and Amon still able to free hit right now as Ryan gets dealt with by in front of pursuit, but Aaron Chicky will continue this onslaught and the full barrage.
Yaskill?
Amon going into Yehescu, flicker forward. Moreno very low. Aaron needs one more, but doesn't have the flicker to get it. BTR saved by Superken.
Becomes so much dangerous, and then Aaron Chicky can just free hit from the back with the extra range that the extra has, and Bigetron Alpha, they want to collapse.
On to Entropy. Aaron Chicky really low. Aran trying to go for the sandwich play right now, but he's going to be caught in a bad spot. He has the vengeance, remember, so he's going to be poked down quite well. Full barrage used up to go for this Lord. Almost getting a bonus with Superken. They've used the big ultimate. BTR now corralling over Aran in the bush. Will be able to recall. Good defense from TLID.
There you go, the favor too from Iman.
Very, very safely. It almost feels like a protect Mr. President type of comp. Team Liquid ID against Bigetron Alpha, and now Bigetron Alpha, all they have to bank on is some good anti-slows.
Spear of Alpha though over to Aran. Now the real world relation, but Aran is going to be picked off. Superken caught in the bad spot right now.
Superken.
Holy healing saving. Circling E gonna full barrage. From that's the Mathilda to bring him forward. Now Moreno with a steal onto the deadly catch, getting Aaron low, but it's not enough to take him down.
New tech guiding Win on towards the full barrage. Well, it's not entirely new, but surely in MLBB playoffs right now, as they are going to move on towards the mid lane, they're gonna take a lot of things from Bigetron Alpha.
Yeah, that's also a tech, right? Because the problem of Full Barrage with Ixia is that there's a lot of interactions you can use with the Guiding Wind. Again, like the Mystic Gush by Gord that can always be paired with the Guiding Wind. And now I feel like the Full Barrage is just a perfect combo that can help the Ixia gap close with the Full Barrage and then kind of like poke and burst down the front line of Bigetron Alpha. That is something that they have to watch out.
Superken is in the midst of this Lord Pit. He is literally in there. Yes, getting free poke now with Spear of Alpha and the real manipulation. Luke, Superken winning out the Red Tree battle right now, but Aaron Chicky is still waiting on the full barrage timing. It's a double kill for Yeheski. Moreno gets a trade for it. Iman going for some damage. He won't be able to find one. Full barrage. This time, no flicker, no witty to save or to get him closer. 2 for 2, but the Lord went to BTR.
Have to remember they have to keep Key alive because this is, or he is, the backbone of Bigetron Alpha to pass through the slows and the AoEs and the zoning of Team Liquid ID.
A pinch maneuver onto Superken, who has used the Spear of Alpha. The Holy Baptism coming down as well with the full barrage. Superken will probably lose his life. It's a full dive to the back line. Super Luke goes for Aaron Chicky, but will be melted down. He goes for Witty as well, but it's not going to be enough right now as Iman. Oh! Has tail on the real world manipulation. 4 members deleted from Bigetron Alpha.
Most improved player, second team. All MLBB season 14. The rookies from TLID. They have all the things in the world to end this right now. It's only Moreno all alone.
All alone against 5. No longer the lone stallion. This is a full cavalry charge. Moreno able to clear out of the wave right now. The mini waves will be spawning, but it will not be enough. Right now, the base wide open. Key will be spawning in 3. And 3 seconds isn't enough to make this defense happen. TLID strike first in the best of 5.
Oh man, oh man. That was actually a bad early game for TLID, but the mentality.
With Nolan, he can go to the back line and play aggressively on the early game.
And it looks pretty good, right? Jushin is very good against utility junglers as well. Put them out of place. I think it can fare well against the Alpha, but final pick for TLID.
TLID is trying to, hey, this is how you play the Rafaela to Key.
Do we like this? Do we like this, Rafaela?
I like it.
With the Alpha, how can you not like it?
And it's not with Povius, but it's with Hilda.
There you go.
Okay, so this time,
TLID.
TLID, you were wrong last time, guys.
Yeah, I was convinced with the Rafaela pick, but now I double down. I like the Rafaela pick.
Okay. Just wherever the Rafaela goes,
Yeah,
you'll follow.
I follow the holy healing.
Okay, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's from the panel. We're going to throw it over to our casters for game number 2.
Team Liquid ID has never lost a game 2 in this playoffs, in this run. Can they keep it the same and go one step closer to Malaysia? Let's see. It's Bigetron Alpha versus Team Liquid ID, round number 2.
Round 2. Hey. Take a look at Witty. Kind of giving an energy that, you know, hey, Key, I'll tell you how to play the Rafaela. And speaking of the Rafaela, I feel like, of course, again, They are going to really handle, or rather bank on the slow, anti-slow, but Witty flickers away.
Yeah, I guess the prio and the Juicing is still very early on. We can see Aran putting down the pressure on the Hilda. Super Luke with Key. Oh, down below. Aran might actually be caught here. Uh-oh. Vengeance going to be used up already as well. That should be first blood over. No orange buff take. It's Moreno who takes it by mistake. He might follow soon with the first blood. Nope, he will be able to survive. Should be a 5-man invade, or 4-man rather, in the bottom lane. Supercan will have to respect this. They don't have enough damage to take them on. Definitely not. Key already taking a bunch of damage. Supercan still wanting to go for the steal right now with Lantern Flare already on him. He actually brings him into the turret, has the Vengeance. Aran brought back again. That's 2 times now, but again, the healing. Whoa, Raging Sandstorm to the back now with the real world manipulation. It's going to be Super Luke caught in the bad spot, but still able to get the healing down. Fabian has a Fear of Alpha, and unnecessary though. It's another kill for TLID onto Super Luke. And look at Aran.
The Harith, but yeah, Aran is just bonking Super Ken.
There might be a solo kill. Super Ken able to escape just barely. But look at the red tree. He was already forced to use it up, and Luke can't even match this. Well, now with Moreno, they should be able to Raging Sandstorm already. Now with the pickup, Aran has a Vengeance. This should not be a kill, especially with Yehezkiel backing him up. Another smackdown with the Lantern Flare. Now with the Crimson Beacon, they're going all in for this. Vengeance finally used up. Super Ken walking forward. Oh my goodness. He lost so much HP. Fabian might be going for the dive. Has the Spear of Alpha. Will not decide to commit onto it. He actually doesn't have the Spear of Alpha, so that's why.
Or to see if Aran and Super Luke looks to dive to Iron Chicky.
There's a bit of damage now. Holy Healing is up. Super Luke gonna be caught very, very low. Holy Baptism as well. Super Luke very low still. Has a bit of damage.
Oh my god!
Real world manipulation though from Yehezkiel. We'll trade it back. Only Witty for Eman. Again, a value trade for TLID.
Especially towards Super Ken. And now Fabian, so far 2 out of 2. Can he make it 3?
I think he should be able to do so. Circling Ego defensively already from Key. Aran will go for the chase. Super Ken looking for an angle of attack, but he will not be able to find it. Not against TLID with the control. Super Ken with a fracture to escape. Eman helping to peel from him. Aaron Shiki already with his Eman force. Fabian now. Spear of Alpha back up. The real one play to the back line with that. Oh, Eman! Entropy forward. Super Luke finding them in the back. Moreno with the Crimson Beacon now bringing them back, but there's no one there to follow it up. Moreno caught in the bad spot. Aran with Pulver of Luminous will be able to get that kill. BTR trading 1 for 1. Moreno for Witty again. Value for TLID.
That's a full tank Hilda, by the way. No physical item whatsoever. And Fabian just no, it's actually Super Ken, I believe.
Yeah, he got it.
One. Now Aran. He's not stopping.
He's just bonking the players of Bigetron Alpha. Look at him. I know that maybe Aran, or rather the Hilda, doesn't really have an escape mechanism, or rather mobility, but the mobility is in the speed and the way he can pack a lot of damage. Look at that!
That is not it. He's just handing the kill on towards Aran. That is not it at all. Meanwhile, Aran is going to go for Eman.
Is that a bounty reset? Now all in onto Aran. He will lose his life. There's going to be some kills there. Super Luke now popping in the healing. He doesn't have the Raging Sandstorm. Fabian will just slice him to bits.
Another bad trade coming in. Aaron Chiki in the mid lane though. Oh man, the tempo right now is definitely TLID.
Aaron Chiki?
The burst Super Cannon Moreno.
No, you don't do that. Aaron Chiki was overextended in the mid lane, and again.
And that mid turret will be paid off. Once the load is taken by Fabian, they're going to be able to use this one to be able to siege down the mid turrets that BTR has. No retribution whatsoever, and Fabian's going to take that one. No contest whatsoever. Around though.
Crimson Beacon already. Moreno still has a sprint. Will move into the mid lane. Fabian will steal away the purple buff now to the Super Luke. And Eman pressured by Witty together with Aaron Shikiana Harith.
Yeah, we said this over and over again a ton on these playoffs. Chatera used it. You know, probably the best against Onyx, but right now,
Holy Baptism. Key with a Circle Eagle. Now Raging Sandstorm to the back line. Now Moreno jumping forward as well. Aaron Shiki popping his Bond Force now. The real normal play chin is asking for the Spear of Alpha. Displacing Super Luke to take him down. Moreno with the guiding wind escaping. Only burning the red tree and the flicker from Yehezkiel. TLID on a chase. Now it's Aran chasing Super Ken. There's another guiding win. Big resources burned out. Aaron Shiki with a Holy Crystal by in the 11th minute of the game. They will be able to get the tier 2 with Super Luke's death.
Now the biggest threat towards the back line of TLID is gone. Looks like they're not going to go for any.
Shielding, and then you have Witty just covering him with the heals and the anti-slow, so that will be a problem for Super Ken.
Oh, Fabian caught off position, forced to use the Spear of Alpha defensively, but Shepin, I heard your reaction earlier. Was it the Blade Armor that you were reacting to?
It's a magic damage dealer, by the way.
Blade Armor. Purchased right there to give that extra damage as well, to just chunk down when the damage just come to him, but Lord take here.
Super Ken zoned away completely right now. There's no angle of attack. Real World Manipulation catches all of them in the back line. Defensive rating stands from the time cut back. Moreno pops in the Crimson Beacon as Aaron Shiki. Witty with the Witty. Holy baptism. Now it's going to be Ron. Top very low. Still able to survive. Now the back line. Aaron Shiki goes into the Fabian with the Spear of Alpha. Rick hiding away in the tier 2. Fabian is unkillable now with the Winter Crown as well. Super Ken running for his life. Eman has been taken. Now deja vu to game number 1. But this time it should be 5. 4 members taken out. Yehezkiel go for the chase onto Super Ken. Flicker, killing spree. Yehezkiel has wiped BTR out with TLID.
They're addicted to the rush. The dopamine's coming in from the mergers towards the red robots. And now no one is on the base. Key, 3 seconds, Moreno.
Key, can he do this? There's a big cannon
No way!
wave. There's the Holy Baptism. TLID match point. 2-0 start to the Cavalry.
It happened before. Now the biggest question. 0% win rate on towards game number 3 for TLID. This is gonna be the change. This is going to be the adjustment from the young bloods, from the rookies that took over Indonesia.
Well, and now Lilia.
I just remember, I'm watching Professor KB recap for yesterday match, and Professor KB said Lilia might be the answer to counter Eve
Right.
on the mid lane, and they use it now.
Great wave clear. Early game prio.
Can
Should-
use Purify.
Can use Purify. Very safe as well with the black shoes as her ult. What do you think about the Terizla though? Does it still work in the EXP lane?
Somehow, some way, yes, but it's not as sustainable. But let's talk about the Lolita a little bit though. Good counter for Natan.
What are you gonna say, Polius?
For me,
Terizla?
just want to say something, not about Terizla,
Okay, not about Terizla.
but
Uh-huh.
TLID, welcome to M6.
Okay, we're gonna ignore that last statement and throw it over to our casters.
The sea of fire is stirring up. One dream will be shattered. One dream will be made in this series. 2 teams. They have wanted it for so long, and this time around, this is the chance. This is the time for this too.
The young Stallions take on the Red Robots. A 2-0 start. Just like their first matchup in the upper brackets. This time Moreno on the heave. Yehezkiel very low key. Pushing out that damage. Already going in under the turret. Trying to go for first blood. Desperate play. Key. Almost taken down. Witty. Now Fabian.
Whoa.
Key will flicker out. A guiding win from Witty. A flicker burnt out. No resources from TLID. Burnt out.
Interesting, so very aggressive in the early game, but this is setting up for a batteries luck game for me.
Level 4 ready. Pressure for TLID. They go in with the penalty zone on the Super Ken, who's going to be able to shut some damage over to Iran, but he will use the Spear of Alpha actually. Defensively, Turtle slain. Fabian gets the first neutral objective.
Well, at least in that instance, he was actually that we used to see in the early game, which just chaos ran through everybody, and now this might be a setup.
Real World Manipulation with the Numenor Blast catching 2 to purify out, and Man now more damage on Fabian, but he will be able to get some damage down. Super Ken now jumping in with the Spear of Alpha. Knocked out in the face. Fabian picks up first blood. The backup from Yehezkiel. Witty, no Purify. Guiding win forward, bringing Yehezkiel back. The Spear of Misery to disengage. A win from TLID despite those big resources hitting.
That gives him that extra gap that could really further him away from Bigetron Alpha, because technically they also want to kind of dive towards Team Liquid ID, right? By all means, they could do that, but Team Liquid ID, they have so much protection now with three of those green spells going on.
Level 8 for both the junglers. BTR trying to pull the turtle over towards their side. Let's take a look at the HP bars. Favoring TLID. Penalty zone to the back.
Oh!
Super Ken zone. That's a free
Here.
turtle over. Now Iran going to be able to dish out some damage over towards BTR. Super Luke unable to go for the I'm offended. And BTR will concede another neutral objective.
Exactly. The reason why it's not bad is because Iran is rotating so fast to the mid lane. Witty.
Key walking up as well. This is a 4-man gank up top. Onto 2. They will respect Super Luke. Super Ken in the midst of it all now. Jumping in. Spear of Alpha displaced. Now it's going to be the deadly catch with the entropy as well, but they're fighting in the real world with Super Luke able to disengage. Now it's Key walking back again, going for the stun. Super Ken.
Oh!
Does some damage. Aaron. Oh! One last hit, unable to do so. Moreno still poking him down. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, it's a cut. Aaron, will he shoot in the first? Super Luke getting the healing from the Brave Smite. That's the Guardian's Bulwark to save Super Luke. They're still staying up top. Iran penalty zone.
Yo.
It's a dash forward. The observers We'll go towards the end. I'm gonna blast to disengage. It's a turret over to TLID. Ooh.
Him as he uses the hill just to zone out the players of Bigetron Alpha. He's just giving prior to his teammates. He's just there trying to zone out the players of Bigetron Alpha, and that is it. The turret slot becomes much more effective.
Circling E, going to the burst down, over towards the turtle. Super Ken, does he go for the Spirit of Alpha? Numina blast onto 2, Super Luke now with Apple Punted. Fabian winning it out now with a deadly capture. Super Ken will chop out Super Ken. Real world manipulation, not dealing enough damage right now as Amon's gonna be gunned down together with Key. Fabian missing the Crab Claw Cannon. Moreno chased away. Super Luke now caught all alone.
Moreno!
Aaron Shiki gets a solo on Moreno. Super Luke isolated, fed to the Bane. And now it's Amon in a 2v1. We'll get the Spear of Misery onto Aaron, getting him low, but it's not enough to turn the tide. CLID.
Maybe the Moscow can work at it, but Team Liquid, they keep on bouncing towards Bigetron Alpha.
Now they're just gonna go to the top lane. Getting down. Oh, Super Luke! No Purify on Aaron. Shiki, amazing. I'm offended. Now the Spear of Misery pinning around down. The chase. BTR. They don't want to go down without a fight. The deadly catch coming down, able to connect onto 2 members. Super Luke with an angle, but will not be able to find it. They have to be happy with just the 2 picks because there's still a Lord charging down below.
Because he has the power and he's level 15 already.
Look at that bounce. Oh, deadly catch. We'll send 1 shard back. Purple buff will be taken. Super Ken will not be able to find a real rubber inflation. Aaron Chicken in the midst of it all. Now the Eagle going in. Aaron's able to escape. Keys gonna be falling. Super Ken next and by with the flicker backwards. Luke, don't run Wolf King trying to survive. Now the crackpot cannon. Moreno surviving with 1. CLID surviving with 4. Now the siege continues. The cavalry charge.
There's still Holy Shield though. Now it's a break for BTR.
Forefront 5 against 5. They have to
Oh
look for
my
some
lord.
sort of momentum to swing it away. As TLID, they will grab this Lord, try to caress it, and make sure that Bigetron Alpha don't have their chance on it. But again, up top, Amon is going to work on the side lanes to at least exert some pressure, and Aaron Shiki will be pulled upon it. This gives a chance for Bigetron Alpha to at least do something, poke, or maybe pull a resource.
Well played by TLID. They're going to stay decisive on this. Penalty zone, locking Key down. Circling Eagle, locked him on him as well.
Oh,
now
Fabian.
over to Fabian. Spear of Alpha displays him. Fabian with the winner crown. Buys it in time. SOD into the midst of it all. Aaron need to be stunned up as well, but Super Ken is able to escape. Real world manipulation popped in. Hesky with the black shoes, escaping from it. Spear of Misery, finding 2. Lord very low. Beat well, lose the skirmish. Well played to Team Liquid ID. Aaron!
Oh my god!
Entropy forward to find a kill on the man he calls Super.
Aaron Chicken with a killer instinct. He doesn't want to back out just yet. He wants more blood. And
Not only the golden moment, like, but it's more of them as well, proving that that mental block isn't there. They got reverse swept yesterday. They almost got reverse swept against Bigetron Alpha in their first encounter, and this is the chance to prove to the world, to prove to Indonesia that they don't choke on the pivotal and the crucial moments, and this is where they can show their facts.
They're on Chicken with Entropy already right now. The Purify able to escape, and the Entropy now in the midst of it all. Circling Eagle from Winnie, finding 3. Around very low with a crown bot by Super Ken. He should be able to go for it. As Fabian dishes out some damage, Super Ken will be able to disengage him on. Looking for an angle to go for the fight, but the Crab Claw Cannon will poke them down.
This miraculous run, miraculous season now, this might be the icing on the cake for the young Stallions.
This time they charge with a Lord to lead them. The cavalry, Super Luke, very low, and again with a penalty zone. Key popping in the Guardian's Bulwark, they're all very low, the base is wide open, but the cavalry can't intercept the young Stallions. They will charge through the shattered dreams of Bigetron Alpha to achieve their own. For the first time in Liquid ID's history, they will make it to an international. They will make it to the M6 World Championship.
Absolute cinema, miraculous. Who could see this coming? Who could have seen this coming? In week number 1, they lost all their matches. They made the change. They brought these young bloods, these unproven players from MDL, and they made sure to let the world know that they are here. They've arrived, charging to Malaysia.